Hopefully this is coming through. Am I there? It's showing 64 people here, so hopefully it's all good. Let me just, it's still catching up there. Oh, just going to see if I can, oh yeah, it's coming up now. There we go. I think I'm there. Yeah, am I there? Look, it's not showing anything on mine, so that's why. I'm just, oh, there we go. It's just come up. Oh, yeah, I can hear myself. Okay, we're good. Hi, everyone. Morning. Hey, Simone. Benita, I've seen some of you in the chat. What's that saying? Muckers assembled deleted message. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's right above my link. Sorry if I've deleted someone's message. I don't know what that is. Oh, Tez is hidden from Muckers Assemble. Tez, what have I done? How do I change that? No. Oh, poor Tez. Oh, there we go. Let me just see if I can unhide user from channel. Oh, I'm not starting off well, am I? Sorry, Tez. Hopefully you're back. I hid you then, and you done nothing wrong. Quick, I know, bring Tez back. What did I do? Sorry. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my new Worth Every Penny collection, which I know a lot of you have guessed is the penny sliders. I'm just going to just check that everything is showing. As always, if you do like anything you see, please use all of my links that I have linked and tagged. I see some of you commenting already. I'm just going to refresh the main page, and yes, it's all there. Yay. I'm just going to let the team know. Yeah, looks good. Okay, there we go. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I have to do all those little bits because it's just me here. Thank you. Oh, wow, there's over 100 of you here. Thank you for joining, and I hope you're all well. I know I've been a little bit quiet, but I am hoping to be back next week. Without going into too much detail, you know what it's like. Grief is a little bit like this, and this is how I am at the moment. So I think I'm all good, and then it just kind of hits you. But I'm planning to be back to normal next Wednesday. So yeah, we can catch up and have some fun crafting then as well. Hey everybody, so nice to see your smiling face. Thank you. Morning all. Just seeing that one bring Tez back makes me laugh. And I missed you all. Oh, there she is. Okay, yeah, sorry, I don't know. See, just knocked something, didn't I? But anyway, right. So I just wanted to say hi. I like to kind of see you all this way first and just hold up the new collection. So here it all is. So we've got 6 new products. I say it in the launch video on the Made to Surprise page. I don't know why I've taken so long to bring this out, because it's so handy, and I think once you see what I do today and all of the samples and stuff, this on its own is just going to be a really nice addition because you can do so much with it. Then we've got 4 new stamp and die sets, which are great just standalone anyway, so you can use those with anything, and they all coordinate nicely with my older collections of the same theme. So if you've got my old Under the Water theme, then the new one's going to coordinate. Any of my sports stuff, this one's going to coordinate nicely. So they're kind of like add-ons to all of that as well, just to bulk it out a bit. And then we've got a lovely new scenes background paper there, which is just, again, they're just so handy. These are, I know we go to these a lot, just to kind of get that instant scene. So some really lovely bits here, and I'm looking forward to sharing it all. And then that's how all the dies look. So you've got all of these different penny sliders. So the pennies are here, so you don't need to have real pennies, coins, whatever, but if you want to have a bit more weight to them, then you can use them, but you can also just layer up these discs here. But I'm going to talk through how you use those. And then you just got all these different shapes. So you've got the big like C shape here. This one I love. This is a really good one. You've got simple straight ones, but you can extend these, so you can add them on to each other. You've got the other straight one there as well. And then you've got all these different ones. If you want to do anything, any characters, anything you have, you can add it to one of these, and these will fit on any shape card that you have, anything. And this is why I'm thinking, why is it taking me 5.5 years to add this to the catalogue of fun, kinetic movements? Because it's just going to be a really handy one, I think. And then you've got your big dies here as well. These are just nice panels, just mats and layers, just to bulk it out. And you've got some nice scallop detail there as well. So yeah, so that is everything, just so you can see it this way. But I'm going to flip the camera now. I've got a nice warm coffee ready as well. So let me just get just do a quick flip. There we go. Pop you all in here. Hopefully. There we go. I'm just going to turn off the overhead light. I need to do a big clean up. It's always the night before when I'm just doing a lot of like cutting and prepping. Honestly, if you could see my floor, it's it's terrible. Right, let me bring my iPad into the middle so you can see all the lovely things that I have around me here. As always, Gemma has done some lovely samples for me, so thank you, Gemma. Oh, I'm going to try not to trash the place. It's just I've got little post-it notes here as well to not forget things. Right, sorry, I should have put that in the middle before, but I'm just going to pop that there and then I can move. It's just nice to have it right in front of me, and then I can keep up with all of the chat there easily. Right, I don't need the laptop on anymore. I think we're okay, so I'm going to shut that one down. Oh, and then I can take a seat and see everyone. No, the big ones, I've really messed up with them. They're definitely next month. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why I had them in the, the fold, my filing cabinet, you get your pockets. I had it in last month's collection. So when I went to look and tell you all, that's when I thought it was, but it wasn't. I put it in with the wrong one. So it's the beginning of next month, is those new big words. I can't sit on my hands. Tez, I actually think, I think you'll really appreciate the mechanism actually. And like many of you, it's just obviously some of you, you share lots of things and stuff. Just with the amount of cards and stuff that a lot of us make, just having that, it's a bit, for me, I'm going to treat these a bit like adding a wobbler. So this one here, this is just gone live on Mixed Up Crafts. So this just is a nice fun fold to add to that little mini series I'm doing. This is the larger version, and I thought it'd be nice to use the new Under the Sea. And I added the little wobbler there to the anglerfish. But you could add one of these little bits just on that side bit, and that little fish could just move. Just having that one little element, I just think really, makes a difference on the cards, and it doesn't really add any more bulk. So it's easy to post and stuff as well. But yeah, so this one, I always like to do a tutorial on Mixed Up Craft when I do a launch that doesn't involve the mechanism. Because there's lots of people that will just like to maybe buy the papers, maybe one set, or maybe nothing, and they just like to get inspiration and they go off and do stuff themselves, and that's completely fine. I like it to be, something for everyone. So if you do just like these, for example, then you could create a fun card like this. All folds down, and then you can lift that one up. So there's a bundle deal. Simone, you don't need to add any code. You get 15% off if you buy the bundle. That's the saving. Purchase a bundle, whoop whoop. I do love a penny slider, fantastic collection as usual. I've got the odd penny sliders over the years. I think some from like magazine, the free gift and stuff. I've had some there, and I know when we were with Craft Stash, the Creative Craft Products, they did a range of penny sliders, but I never launched it, so I didn't get them. So yeah, I thought, what have I not done? So we had a little look there. I know, Tez, it's not good, is it? So yeah, but if you like this kind of style card, then you can find that. But I just wanted to, the little wobbler there is really cool. So the penny slider will allow you to create fun, slidey elements, spinning elements on any surface. I've done a big card here with the two here, just so you can see how they work, and you can see you can really pick up some speed, spinning and sliding. Anything, this can be anything. It could be people's faces. You could really personalize it. It could be someone's birthday number spinning around. There's so many fun things. I've got a couple of little hints and tips just to get a really good slide. So if you've got your little wax tea light around, it's going to come in handy. But yeah, how fun. Just one example there, and that lovely big dragonfly. I absolutely love this set. The cute little ladybird there. You've got your little toadstools and the flowers again. All of these will work really well with all of the the other collections that I've brought out as well. So that's just a large version there. So before I go through the rest of the samples, let's have a look at the products. So papers, as always, I have been using this one, 8x8 paper pad. Put those loose bits to one side. Oh, sorry, I should have taken those out. There we go. So 32 sheets, 8x8 paper pad, 4 each of 8 designs. It's 190 GSM. You can see roughly on the front there each one. I'll just go through them. So you've got your waves there, which is really nice. You've got 2 for each that kind of work with each of these sets. And you've got this one here, which is under the water. And then you've got the simple hills there. Nice big section if you want to stamp directly onto the pattern paper. Then a similar with the flowers. No space for anyone in the house, especially my covering needed extension. Hey Shaz. Yay, my letter Z has just arrived from the pyrography alphabet. Oh, did you have one missing? Oh, I'm glad they sorted that for you, Hazel. And then you've got your clouds there. And we've got the galaxy. And oh yeah, that's the 2 for the sky. Then you've got a big stadium there. And then you've got the other kind of stadium arena. I'm not sure why those ones are upside down, but there you go. So that could be anything. It could be a tennis court if you wanted it to be, or anything really. I had 2 M's and oh no! Someone obviously wasn't looking properly when they were packing those. No, there's no discount codes. There's the 15% off if you buy the bundle. And that's it. I know they're still looking into all of that as it grows, so because obviously we don't have VIP, do we? But yeah, for today it's just the discount on the full bundle. Thank you, Tammy. I hope you enjoy it. So then we've got the 4 new sets here. So my 2 favourites are probably Flying High, because I just love the dragonfly, and the space one up above because I love the cute alien. This plane's really nice. The sunshine, the rainbow, they're just some nice little bits that I haven't got a cute little alien like that. So they're kind of my favourites. But again, if you want some new sports things, we've got the bowling ball there and your pins. So you could do the bowling ball on the spinner with all the 10 pins. Yeah, it is, isn't it? But all the pins at the end. You've got your hands, and then it's throwing the different balls. You've got the leg, so it will kick whatever it is. You've got your baseball bat there. You've got ice and air hockey. I've not done that one before. Table tennis. And then you've got a golf club, American football, rugby, basketball, football, cricket. That could be a tennis ball along with this one. So these are your dies here. And then you've got your sentiments. You're a winner. These are all stamps here. I'm your biggest fan. You're a match made in heaven. Have a ball on your birthday. And then these are all the stamped images as well. They've all got the dies to cut them out. Oh, have you lost it again, Sandra? Oh no. I thought you were okay a little while ago. You said I thought you were getting back into it. Hopefully it doesn't disappear forever. Can't wait to make some of these cards. They look amazing. Lots of fun. And they are, Wendy. That's it. It is fun. It's just, yeah, nice to have that little fun moving element on your cards. So that's the good game. And then I'll just take it out just so you can see the size of them, because the front isn't to scale. So, these are nice sizes. They're much bigger. You can see the tennis racket there, but look at it there. It's much bigger in the baseball bat. So this isn't to scale. They are nice size elements there to fill your card. What am I missing? Oh, the papers. No, I haven't got any downloadable papers, Vicky. Then let's look at this one, Flying High. So again, you can see how these ones look. Just look at the bee. Such a cute face. The little ladybird there, the little hearts as antenna. And then that gorgeous dragonfly, which I just think is lovely. Heat embossed, I think that would look really nice as well. And then you've got your dies, you've got the fence, and you've got some flower dies there that you can layer up. And then your sentiments, you've got happy birthday from the whole hive. You make my heart flutter. You are blossoming. Congratulations, you belong together. and spread your wings and fly. And then you've got your bee, I love the, butterfly, the different flowers, snail, got little grass there, and that cute flower with the face, and you've got your honeycomb there as well. It's another just, yeah, cute little set. Love the dragonfly, it's stunning. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's something a bit different, something I've not done. And then these two are ones that I have been asked to bring back from my original sets all the time. Probably weekly, someone will ask about the out in space one, and it was under the sea. So we've not brought the same ones back because you guys that have been here from day one wouldn't have any newness. So we thought, let's bring them back but change them slightly. So the up above isn't just space themed, but you've got enough elements there to create a really nice space card, and I'm actually going to be doing one for the demo. Love the plane here, that lovely sunshine, like I said before, the rainbow. These are all your dies again down the side here. And then you've got your sentiments. Love you to the moon and back. Oh, don't let me forget that. Oh, drop two. I'll get them in a minute. So there's your stamps there. So love you to the moon and back. May your birthday be filled with sunshine and rainbows. Have a blast on your special day. Wishing you a birthday that's out of this world. Houston, we have a birthday. Sorry you are feeling under the weather. And then you got your stars, the clouds, the moon. Got a planet there, it could be Earth, depending on how you colour it. You've got another cloud there as well. But they're really, really sweet and easy to colour as well. Is the snail the same size as the snail in the garden set? No. I think he is a little bit smaller because he's a die, isn't he? In the other set, that's a stamp. So he is a bit different. I'm making a secret message card for my bestie with lots of rude sentiments. I love that. It's my kind of card, Louise. So yeah, really, and this is lovely. You'll see. Actually, I'll show you one now because I've coloured. I've done a rainbow of aliens, and they're just so sweet. I'll bring them in here. Sarah just made, I said to her, that is the cutest alien. And we've thought about maybe evolving the odd character as well and making them have their own like set. So I thought about having a whole stamp set of this alien, but doing different things, holding like a birthday cake, and I just think that'd be fun. And the other one was doing a whole like stamp set on like the ladybird or the bumblebee, and making them into like MTS characters. So you might see that kind of evolving, a bit like the Adventures in Ink, because Sarah was the designer for those, but you had your cute pig, didn't you? And you had the, what was the other fun? The tiger and things like that. So yeah, you might see these kind of coming back in a different way. Adding wings to the alien would look good. Yeah. You could do that with vellum. You could cut some wings and pop them behind as well. That would look nice. And then you've got, if I bring my tray here, because these are all the bits for my demos, you can see the cute spaceship, the sunshine there, the rocket. You can see the rainbow. So they're really sweet images. And again, that would work nice with the rocket from my other set as well. It's a little bit different. Yeah, Jeanette, I think it would be really nice. And I wouldn't say I'm known for like having characters. So I think it would be nice to have, because I did kind of adopt the Adventures in Ink, but we don't have, that's, you know, obviously now all been sold off and stuff. So yeah, it'd be nice to see what we can do with that. Just the mechanism set for me and just the order confirmed process today. Oh, good Lord. Like I said, I think this is brilliant, the die set. I think it's going to be really handy. And again, you can see the dragonfly there, just how big that is. And then the little toadstools. And then I've got the ladybird and the very cute. Oh dear, I can't. Don't you hate that when you can't pick something up? Oh gosh. There's the bee. So you can see how they look as well. So again, I've done a bit of shading and stuff, but I kept the colouring quite basic, to be fair. I felt like this is what I'm thinking, Tez. Yeah. Christmas space characters, who knew, hey? We've got a few characters coming. I can't obviously share that yet because they're literally being designed. Sarah's drawing all of those. So we have kind of started it, but this has just made me think of making, yeah, I think it'd be a nice thing to do. It's sweet, isn't it, Kay? Okay. Get those other dies later. And then the making waves. So this one here, if you've got the original, then you will recognise the whale and the pufferfish. And did I do the jellyfish? I think the jellyfish is similar. I haven't checked, but all the rest are new. And very, very sweet. Like I said, this one here, we actually designed this when, who remembers the, sorry, just let me have a quick sip of this. There was that story all over the news of the anglerfish that made its way all the way to the surface. Do you remember? And people made characters of it. So we added that in. So that's when that was, Sarah drew all this. You got your mussel there, oyster, different fish, depending on how you colour them. These are all dies here. So if you like seaweed, we've got some new seaweed dies as well. Yeah. Oh, I thought I replied, Simone. Did you not ask earlier? I put it in the wrong file, so that's why I said it was with last month's, but it's not, it's next month, and that's definite. So it's my fault completely. I put it in with the wrong collection. So I've got everything all in order ready for launch, and I put them in the wrong one. Oh, thank you, Louise. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, so you got, these are like your seaweed ones here. So if you just like to build up, so these are just dies, these ones. So you've got some nice, I've actually got a ton of those cut out, because I had them for that box card that I shared. So you've got them in there, and then you've got all your outline dies as well. I wanted to show you it against, oh, grab a bit of card. There we go. So you can see it better there. I'll show you those on some samples in a moment. With the extra paper pad, I think a lot of people just throw in an extra pad. I mean, those kind of things are just, yeah, paper pads are just always handy, aren't they? Okay, so that is the 4 stamp and die sets, and then onto the main mechanism. So this is how it all looks here. So it's your mixed slider, but yeah, if you're familiar with card making and you've been doing it a long time, then penny slider is what a lot of people know it as, because you would use a literal penny to connect between the tracks here. It would add the weight, but it also allowed it to spin, but you don't need it. None of these use a real penny, they just use the discs that I've given you here. And yeah, it all works really, really well. Sorry I'm late. Hey Rach, just ordered the whole collection. I've done that one. Oh, and Lynette did the same. Thank you, ladies. I know Avril, terrible. How dare she be late? Hazel loves the puffer fish. Karen, that was a quick purchase, thank you. Sorry, and for anybody else, if you said that you've purchased, thank you. And like I said, and if you're just enjoying the live and you just like to get inspiration, thank you for joining as well. Make sure you hit the thumbs up there. If you click the cross and come out of the chat, you can thumbs up the video. Give me a love heart there. Just the interaction, it's all free, but it does help push the live out to other card makers and people that might be following me as well. So all of that will be much appreciated. Love the dice, thank you, Maureen. Thank you, everybody. So yeah, so literally you can put these wherever you want, and I'll show you the samples and then we can start doing some demos. It's pretty self-explanatory once you start doing it. Really, really easy to use, and doesn't create too much bulk either if you need to post them and stuff. Things like this as well I think are quite good for craft fairs. If you sell your cards, it just adds that little bit extra onto them, which might make your store stand out from the rest, I think. So I popped mine on the magnetic sheet. Yours don't come with the magnetic sheet, but because there's so many little ones, and I always like to count them before I put them back into the folder. So just make sure you've got your 19 dies there, and yeah, you're all good to go. So let's look at some samples. So I shared this one earlier. So this tutorial is live now on Mixed Up Craft. Now this doesn't use those dies, but it does use one of the new sets and the papers, and it's part of that kind of box mini series that I'm doing. But I just wanted you to show, that you can use these away from the mechanism, and kind of how I put them together just in your normal day-to-day card making. So that one is already up, and tomorrow I have combined all 8 of my samples into one video, because it's quite repetitive. Once I share the tips and tricks in the very first kind of 5 minutes of the video, then I show you each one, but I kind of speed it up and then talk you through it, because you don't need me to talk you through every single one, because once you know how to do it once, it's dead easy. But you will get all 8 in one video, so you've got that to use as your reference and go back to if you need to. And then going forward, I'm going to be using these more on like fun folds and showstoppers, which I'm doing a demo today actually. Thank you, everybody. So there's that one there, and then so I showed that one, I put them all to one side. I'll just show it again for anybody that's just joined, like Rachel, because she's late. So this is a big 8x8 card, but I just wanted a nice big space to show the papers. That's just one big piece of the paper there, design, and then just how you can have two elements moving, and you can see the fence there at the bottom and all of the different images that I've built up. Yeah, it just seemed, I had them all laid out, and I thought 8 individual videos, not only is that a lot of editing, which Simone would understand, I thought it's not needed. You just don't need to watch each one like that, I don't think, anyway. The sea turtles adore, I know, isn't it? Yeah, so there's that one. I'm going to pop them all flat once I've done them. And then I've done this one here. So this, I put it onto a rocker. So the card does rock as well, if you just want that extra movement. But you can see the whale is having a whale of a time. You just want to make sure nothing's catching. So the seaweed, you know, maybe the odd one I should have dropped down a little bit, but otherwise he moves really well. Make a splash for your birthday. How cool's that? He looks great. And then I did this one. This is a really simple one. This is actually, I think, the one that I show all of the tips and tricks on in the start of the video. So that's using the plane, wishing you a birthday that's out of this world. And again, you can just see how that spins around, but you could put someone's head sticking out the plane, I think would look quite good. But imagine just using that C on any platform, any part of the card, as long as you give it space to move, it's going to work. But that's a 5x7, it's going to go in your envelopes perfectly. Just taking my car for an MOT service, and now, oh, I've had days like that, Wendy. In fact, I've got my MOT coming up, and if you've watched some of my lives, my car's not been cheap in terms of fines, let's say. I've had it clamped. I forgot to renew my parking permit. I got a ticket when I was up visiting my nan. Yeah, it's it's not nice. So yeah, I feel you there. But thank you for purchasing. Then I did this one. So this is the square scallop dies that come in the set, and then I just thought it'd be quite nice to have, maybe there's someone you know who's into, you know, multiple sports, not just the one. So we've got the tennis racket and the badminton there, and then we've got the shuttlecock, and we've got the tennis ball with the hand there throwing them. You can see they both move around, and I've actually used acetate behind there because this is a smaller element. So if you've got something that's smaller, and you might have lots of bees or lots of birds, if you use your back piece, the back disc, and cut it in acetate, then it just obviously takes the eye away from that. You've got the little rosette there, and that's just on a top fold. You're a winner with a couple of the little elements there. And then Gemma's done this one because I always get her to do a few that don't use the mechanisms and just other fun ways. I've done a card similar to this with, I think it moved, it like waved across. But I think that's really sweet how she's used all of these elements and made this look like a big cloud, and then the plane flying above there, and that's just a little top fold. I think that's really super sweet. My car is in the garage for MOT and service. They just telephoned telling me there are a lot of things to repair. Oh, Carmen, it's just depressing, isn't it? I mean, mine's passed, touch wood, the last 3 years that I've had it, but there's going to be that time when he's going to ring and say, no, today isn't, and this is what's wrong with it. Oh, I know, I've done it all, Hazel, now. I am all reminded up. I've got reminders set for everything. Bloody hell, I'll tell you. Then I did this one here, which I thought, let's see how it works with the 3 jellyfish. Just keep swimming, and then they just all both spin, or kind of just move up and down. I thought that was quite a good one. And you could have these running horizontal as well. So you could turn it that way, so all the fish are swimming. So, you know, lots of different ways to use these. Like I said, there's just endless. I'd run out of time if I was to just keep going with them. Hoping mine will sail through, Carmen, as it's only 5. Oh, Sam, will the alien fit inside the aeroplane? I think that could look cute. I don't see why not. Let's have a little look. Where was it? You could kind of cut a little curve in him so he's just sitting there, or you could cut his arm up there a bit more, like cut a little slit up the side of his arm, so it's like his arm's hanging over the side. But you could definitely, I think proportion wise, it just about works. I think that's quite fun. I like that idea. What else? I've done that one. Just move them to one side once I've done them. So then Gemma did this one here. You're a winner. So just that simple straight line, but I think it's really good with the ball. I actually did the same one. I didn't realise. And you can see the background there, the stadium. My brother-in-law would like this one, but I gave him the side panel with the sports net and the turn and reveal bit with the ball. Anybody remember when I made that one during a live? I gave him that card because it's his birthday on Tuesday, and we're going out for an Indian tomorrow night, which I'm looking forward to. The grandchildren, and that's the thing. I think they are. I think they are going to appeal to, well, to anyone. I know, you know, older adults that will enjoy them. My dad would sit there playing around with it, but the kids will definitely like them. Hiya from Perth, Australia, watching with no sound, is sat watching TV, and the other half is not well. Haha, just ordered the collection. Oh, thank you, Leanne. Where are the big words? Next month, I promise everybody. I'm so sorry. It's completely my fault. I put them in the wrong file. So when I was asked during that live and all the other times, I just kept going there and saying, yeah, it's with this collection, and it wasn't. So it's my fault, but it is coming next month, 100%. I love this collection, so I'm watching from my holiday in the Netherlands, making Christmas cards because too much wind to go fishing. Oh, well, I like that you're having a nice time. Oh, making Christmas cards, well, that's good. And then Gemma did this one here, so you've got the rocket, and she's done that on the zigzag. Oh, sorry, I put hand cream on before I went live, which I shouldn't do, but my hands are a little bit slippery. So you can see how that one works. And then she's embossed the stars. You've got the little aliens there. Love you to the moon and back. And that's on a little rocker, which I think is really sweet as well. Again, is Gemma in the chat? I'm not sure if I've seen it. I know she's got loads going on with the hotel. I know she did mention that on her page. If you follow Gemma Lee Crafts, her and her family have taken over a hotel. So she's doing a lot of work there, but she's still with me as well, bless her. But I'm not sure if I've seen her in the chat or not, but a big thank you, as always, to Gemma. And then she's done this circle one here with the butterfly, spread your wings and fly. Let me see how that one spins around. Hers are posted out to me, so they got a little bit squashed, piled up, but I think I've sorted them out, so they were okay. But you can see how that one does work as well. No, that's on until we take it off, basically, until it's out. So no, you've got time, Sasha. The wind is coming to us on Monday. No, yeah, apparently there's a storm coming. I didn't realise this storm, but I heard it. So yeah. And then this is cute. I love this one she's done here with a very sweet turtle, and he's just popping along the side there. You can see the other little fish that she's put around in the seaweed. I be reefing you. Love a pun. I really like the spiral mechanism. Yeah, I think that one's one of my favourites, actually, because it's funny, because when I was putting them all together, I was literally just drawing loads of different squiggles. So I went like that, this, straight, little ones, and I just literally took a photo and sent it to Sarah, gave her the dimensions, and then she came back with that. So then I did this one. I do like having the multiple elements. So this one here, you've got your rocket, you've got the spaceship, you've got your crazy alien, and they're just all mad flying around in space. Again, Charlie would like this. Have a blast on your special day. Isn't it cool? I just love it. I'm really, really pleased with these. They've just all worked out so well. And that's, again, just using that whole background paper. And as long as you give them space to move, you won't have any problem. Thanks, Jeanette. Yeah, I thought I'd go for that kind of transitional colour with my nails and a little bit of glitter as well. But yeah, I thought that's good. And then it all obviously displays nicely. Move them around a little bit if you need to. And then I did this one with the 2 bees, which again I love. Happy birthday from the whole hive. So you could do this on a bigger 8x8 and have even more bees. They're good, aren't they, Simone? And you could add these. I thought of you with this one, and the reason being because it's straight. This you can use on the triple tier. So you know when you did your motorbike, it was at the motorbike you did. And when I did the Alice in Wonderland and I added the extra pull, well, now you could add this to the front of the triple tier. So when you pull the tiers up, you've got your tracks, you've got it all done for you. So it's going to be a great way to add. It's hard for me to kind of probably speak and explain it without doing it, but we'll definitely use this as a pull mechanism. So you've got the track, so you could pull this up with other things as well. So they're just handy, the straight ones as well, for things like that. So there's been a few times when we've had to cut them, you know, with a ruler, and you know, fingers crossed you get it straight kind of thing. Well, having this one, and you can extend this as well, so you could just shift the die along a bit more and then cut it if you want it a bit longer as well. So that's the other one I did. So like I said, me and Gemma did similar there with the football, but really effective. I think that's a great one. And then yeah, that bees. I did a card like that one before using one of the, was it Apple Blossom? See, I thought it was Creative Craft. Maybe it was Apple Blossom then that they were under, but I remember that range, but I never got sent them to launch them, Avril. So I've only got a couple of the penny sliders. One's a straight line and a curve, I think. So I thought, yeah, we need them in the catalogue, so we've got them now to add to all sorts. They're just adorable. You know how to pull our purses. I like things that I know I'm going to use. And then the last one is this little shaker from Gemma. Again, just something away from the mechanism, but just a very sweet little card there with the whale. Let's make a splash for your birthday. And a little seaweed, really colourful there as well. I think that's really cool. They had a car and a bowling. Yeah, I think I can picture them. I can picture them. Okay, so what I'm going to start off with first is I'm going to use the curly one with the Showstoppers. So, just drop that on the floor, 2 secs. Oh. Okay, just drop them on the floor, typical. So we're going to use this one here, which is the trifold 6x6. Just thought it'd be nice to give you other ideas and ways to use these, because like I said, the tutorial tomorrow with all 8 of them is showing you all the basic ways, but I thought it'd be nice to show you how you can add them onto other panels. I'm just going to take another sip, so I don't want this going cold. The green card that I've used is the green from my card pack. There's only a few packs of this one left, but it is something that we're going to keep in stock, and I've got my other ones to start putting together as well, some of the packs of colours, which hopefully a lot of you will enjoy. So what I want to do for this one is I've cut 2 of the main die. I've got lots of tutorials showing you how to put your Showstoppers together, so you can find those already on the Made to Surprise YouTube channel, but let's do the left over the right, and I've already stuck the mats and layers down, so I've got the pattern paper all done. So how is everybody? We can have a little chat now while I'm making things. How have you all been? Hope you've been good. I brought the card pack, but for the life of me I can't remember where oh no! You can't lose that. It's too good a card to lose. Yes, Kay, yeah, I will be. Yeah, I want to do some packs of 44 just in like a couple of shades, to do like a navy and things like that. So yeah, we're sorting all that out, and then just fold that down. It's so nice that you're all still here. I know that you are here and I have still been around, but it's weird when you're not live. I don't know, I just feel, yeah, it just feels strange. Any sign of a decent navy? Yes. Yes, there is. In fact, I can't show you too much, but because I can't give that information away, but here is my swatch book. So there you go, and there's a beautiful navy in there. So that's what I get to, that's my catalogue. That's what I go through and choose the colours. So they're all my samples. Oh, thank you, Benita. I missed you all too. Card, please, and the colour of your nails. Is that there? Yeah, I think we can do that. Screenshot, zoom in. Okay, so for the papers, I have cut the mats and layers using that design. So that one's going to go there, and that one's going to go there. And then I took the Where is it? Where's my paper pad gone? Did I put... Oh, it's under here. I haven't got that much on my desk actually. So I used, yeah, I'll take them out actually so you can see it a bit better. So I used that one for the two sides, and then I used the plain one for the middle one, and that's going to go on the scallop. So those are from the new set, the new die set. So this one, I haven't gone for the biggest circle, but just the scallop and then the smaller circle, and that fits perfectly on the middle of this. Now with any of your, whatever platform, and I explain this in the tutorial tomorrow so you don't have to remember this information now, but whatever platform you're going to cut your spinning element into, if you've got a pattern paper on it, then I recommend you back it with cardstock. So I've put a 300 GSM cardstock behind this, because the paper on its own will dip, because you need to add a little bit of foam between. It will dip and it just won't be strong enough to hold whatever's spinning on it all the time. So you want to make sure that whatever you're going to be cutting your spinning element into is a nice strong piece, and then you'll add a few bits of foam behind, and then it will go onto your main, you know, card blank, whatever it is that you're going to be doing. So we'll stick all this down first. I structured my work around your life, so I've been all over the place. Will be good to get. Oh, thanks, Kate. Yeah, I need to get a bit of routine. Although I've been working in the background and getting stuff done, I do need my routine in place. Because yeah, it's just been a bit odd really. So I've got my construction glue for all of this. Again, that's going to make it nice and strong as well. And then just drop that one in. You've not seen these cards, the Showstoppers, before. You've got all your space obviously on the back to write your message, but these are the original, this one. So this has been out about 3 years ago now. I think I first brought the Showstoppers out, maybe even 4, I'm not sure. For that one I'm going to add I need that foam. I'm going to add, I won't stick that one down yet, we'll do all that together, so I'll keep that for a minute. I'll stick this one down next. What time is it? Oh, plenty of time. Feels like it would be later than that. For the next demo, I'm using the space one, and I'm just going to I haven't planned that one, so I thought it'd be nice to maybe you guys can interact with that one a bit. Perhaps you need a few nights of us putting your... Gosh, yeah, I've totally forgot about that. It's funny because that was when I started in the garden and it was just nice weather. I think that's why that came to a halt as well. But yeah, you're right, that would actually be quite nice. Maybe I might pick that up. It's just on the back there, it's on top of my filing cabinet, the little kitchen. I'm enjoying colouring the ham and cheeses. Oh, guys, honestly, that was such a good launch. The collection's done so well. We've only got a little bit of stock left of that. So again, a massive thank you. I'm always really appreciative that you love this stuff. I hope have got their act together. My last order from Craft World took, oh gosh, we've had nothing but great feedback now since we're quite, it's gone to Craft World. I don't hear anything bad, so that must have been yeah, so you said every. I think, yeah, it's a hard one. I think I've never had any issues. Maybe one that was a little bit, but generally it's been good. Some areas, some people there, every was really bad. I think they've got better because they had a lot of negative news press and stuff. So, they've got to pull their finger out really, haven't they? But I guess you're in the UK, Wendy, if you're saying that, because if you're outside then that would be a standard time, but I'm guessing you're in the UK. Catherine, watching from Nova Scotia, Canada. Time to say, oh, thank you so much for joining us. I love Canada. Lovely, lovely country. Charlie, my everyman is really good. Yeah, I don't know the name of mine. I knew Tracy, my old one, when I was in the apartment, but I don't know the name of this guy, but he is really nice. He said, God, you get a lot of stuff delivered. I said, yeah, I work from home. He said, okay, noted. It wasn't Crawford's fault. It was I had emails every day for 10 days to say it would be. It was probably sat in the footwell of someone's van. I don't know. And the PayPal 3, oh, I don't know any of that, how that all works, I'm afraid. Yeah, well, you've seen where it is. Like, I've been there and done it, and it is, as soon as it comes up on the system, they're there. They get it packed. Multitasking, watching on my iPad, doing the chat on my phone, and trying to keep up with Rory playing golf. You are doing a lot, Laura. Right, so for this one, I've got my elements here, but I just want to have the main dragonfly spinning in the middle, and then I just thought I'd decorate the side sections with these elements here. Now I've got the sun, because I probably won't use it with the aliens, but I thought it would be nice to add onto this one, just up in the corner. So we'll probably have the sun. I could add the rainbow as well, but all of these are going to be for the space one, but I just wanted to cut those as well because I just thought they look quite nice. But you know, we could add something like that. So that's going to go in the middle. This is going to go on top, and then we're going to have the beautiful dragonfly, which I do like to add a little bit of shape to as well. And that's going to spin around in the middle. So I'm going to use this one here. Now, what you want to think about is when the card is just being displayed, where everything will settle and where the dragonfly, so it could settle down there, which is fine. It might end up settling there, maybe there, although the weight of it will probably bring it around. So generally probably going to be there or there. So just if you're, you know, you want it to look nice when you go to take photos of it and all that kind of stuff, just think about those things, because you may stick it down and then not like where it kind of sits. But I think that's going to be fine. That's probably how I would have it when it goes in the envelope. And also you want to think about the weight as well. So when you're displaying it afterwards, if you, for example, stick it too much to the bottom part, then it's going to end up settling upside down, which for the dragonfly isn't a bad thing because that still looks good. But if you've got something that's maybe a little figure or a person or something that needs to look, you know, upright, it might end up falling. So just think about the balance of it as well. So we're going to cut this one first of all. So keep that nice and straight. I think about there is fine. Be careful if you're taping the paper, because it's a coated paper with the design on. If you put your tape on top, it might take the top layer off. So just be careful. I don't tape these down, but you might want to just pop a bit of copy paper or something on the top, just so you don't get any prints from your top plates or anything like that. Oh, I don't know why that's not, because that's a PayPal thing, isn't it? So I'm not sure about that. Okay, so I knew it was going to happen. There's actually 2 sheets of paper there because I changed the background, so I'm just going to run that through again with a shim. It will cut normally, it's just because I've got an extra, I've done an extra layer. I should have remembered that actually. Let me fold that over. Don't want that to create too much of a pattern. Let me get, let's do that one. That's a thicker card. Do that one and that one. I would like to visit the UK again, but my hubby's health won't allow. Oh. Okay, hopefully, yeah, let's cut through now. Like I said, I think I just had the extra sheet. It made it a little bit more bulky. Okay, I promise yours will be fine with just the normal. Now, little tip is get yourself a little bit of wax. Where did I put my piece? Just here. And wherever you've got something spinning, add the wax to it. And then with a little bit of paper towel, you can just buff it off. I've got a new roll here. Let's just grab this one. Because the good thing about this is, well, you can test it before you stick it all down. So if you're not happy, you know, if something's not quite, you know, spinning or it's catching, you can fix it. So then you want to get these 2 as well, because we'll get all that cut at the same time. And I'm going to get some little bit of white scrap card. There we go. You want to cut, well, it depends how many elements you're having, but if you're having one element, you'll need the back disc, the front disc, and then the middle section. So I'm going to run it through. Oh, still haven't put that on. Run that through. But the little one, you need that to be thicker. Now, if you don't have any foam, if you cut this maybe 3 or 4 times and stick it together, you want it to be able to sit within the track. What I find is if you just grab some of your foam sheets, because I've been cutting them, you can see where I've cut them here, and they fit perfectly in the little 2-inch ones. And I like to put some foam on the top one so that the actual dragonfly, whatever it is lifted as well. That's optional, you don't need to, but if you've got some foam, even if you've just got the smaller little squares, you'll be able to cut it. It always worked before. I don't know, I've not been told anything. Has anybody been able to use the PayPal 3? Because it might not be even though a lot of you are saying, there might be somewhere it is worked, so it's always worked before. So I don't know, I don't use it. Not as in, I've used PayPal 3, but I don't use it obviously on Craft World. It keeps telling me it's PayPal. Yeah, I can use it on other merchants. Yeah, I've never known it to be something that we do. It's something that you're given the opportunity. You're given. It's your end. I've always thought. I don't know. Like, I'm not the right one to talk about this because I don't have any idea. So I'm going to take a little bit of the foam and the wax and just go around all where your track is. And this is just, I always say, it's like, look at this as if it's the polish, and you're polishing your, your table, your shelves. So you're putting down the polish, and then you're going to buff it off with a bit of paper towel. And it just adds a nice little like coating, little smooth surface. You won't notice it, you won't see it. And then I'll just do the other side as well. Just buff away any excess, like so. Okay. Got a little bit there where it's a bit thicker. That card. It's at the end anyway, it'll be fine. Okay. So now you're going to take one of the discs and the tiny little one here, which I've cut with foam, and you're going to stick it into the middle. This might be a real penny. Like I said, if you want the weight, you could stick a penny onto that as well. And then take the backing off there, and then just sit it anywhere in between the track, and then take your other disc and then stick that on the top. Okay, so now you've got your disc, and this is what I mean, you can test it before, and you just want to make sure it spins around. See, you might have to shake it a bit now because you've got no weight on it, but once you add, like for me, I add the foam and then add that is the weight that's going to bring it around, but that is moving quite freely. Yeah, it is, that's fine. Okay, that's how you test it. And then I'm going to add the foam onto this one. Take the backing off of that, and then I'm going to stick this on the top, like so. And then again, give it another test. Ooh, that won't go in there once it's on the card. Again, that's moving really nicely. And there you start to get the spin. I think it's going to look cool. So that's that is literally, once you've done one, that's just what you need to do for any of them, and it will, work. So next you want to stick this onto here, but you need to add a little bit of foam between this and the base piece. So I'm going to use my foam here, and you don't want to go too close to in fact I'm going to cut this down. Let me use, actually I'll use these ones here, because you need to make sure you don't go too close to this, like it's got room to move. So I'll use these bits here, so I can go, if I bring that around, just wherever you're going to add your foam, just make sure, see, that's going to be fine, it's got the clearance. I just need enough in the middle here, Just make sure, I think that's going to be fine. I'll place it there. Yeah, it's not going to touch at all. Oh, that's what's catching there. A little bit of card. There we go. So just do that each time you're sticking something down. You just want to make sure that you've got plenty of room, like this big space there. So just, you don't want anything dipping there. Do another little bit along the top, but you can cut some thinner bits. One again there. It's up to you how much you add. You just don't want it dipping anywhere. Probably go just a little bit down there. I'll do one there. And again, just do a test. Make sure. This is why I said it's quite forgiving. If there's anywhere where you think, no, that's too tight, it's just, I'm just on it there. I'm just going to lift that one. Let me just peel it back a bit. There we go. Maybe we'll take that one out actually. I don't want to risk it. There we go. I think that's going to be fine. Okay. And then take the backing off. Hey Brackner. I'm okay, thanks. How are you? Again, give it one more little kind of test, make sure everything's okay. Yeah, that's all. That's fine. And then stick it down. It doesn't really matter. I'll just focus on the border at the minute because it's a circle, so I don't have to worry about it being up the right way. Like so. Oh, you know what I blimmin' forgot to do. Sorry guys, I'm a bit out of it. That piece you keep. Don't throw this away. We need to stick that back in there. Again, I do show this properly in the tutorial, so sorry I forgot here. And because I've added that extra layer, I'll do better with the next demo. Just going to cut away these little loose bits here. But yeah, you need this because it fills your background. I mean, you can leave it. It doesn't, you know, it depends what you've got. If you've, I don't know, that does look nice, keeping it like that as well. Oh, I don't know, Jeanette. There must be a reason. I will, let me just drop them a message while I'm live, because I know they're there, and just ask, I'll just say, see what they say. Okay, let me just write this, 2 secs. Right, I've asked the question, so let's see what they say. Yeah, I know people have used it. I just don't know why it's not there now. I can't give you the answers because it's just not my, yeah, just not my area of expertise. So you're going to push that back in, but you need to add your glue onto it. But this isn't the way you do it. There's a really easy way to do it, but if you do forget like me, you can easily add it in. Yeah, they're sort it all out, Caroline. They know what they're doing. It's just if it disappears and no one mentions it, then they won't know. So hopefully it gets sorted. Ooh. Try not to get glue on me. I just want that to go underneath your other discs. There we go. So it's easily done, and then if you just have anything that's maybe clipped under, just go around and lift it up. But like I said, there is a much easier way than how I've shown you, but if you do forget like me, then you can see it easily works. Let me just bring that around. that down. Give it a minute to dry. So now I can add it onto here. So I'm just going to fold that down. I'm going to add a little bit of foam down through the middle on each side to play with. Thanks, Tracy. Jill going, sorry, got to leave. No problem, Jill, take care. So again, think about where it would end up sitting. I think there. Looks good. Oh, I think that's obscured my movement a little bit. Yeah, it's not moving. I'm going to take it out, although then I'm going to have the glue everywhere. Oh, I'm so annoyed I've done that, guys. Sorry. But I just want to promise you it does work when you follow my correct way. That's how it should move. But it's because I've messed up that back piece. So what we could do to, I'm trying to think if I added a real penny onto it. It's just gone a bit tight in there now. Whereas it was moving lovely before I added that. I'm going to try and remove it because I only use the liquid glue. I'd rather it work. Let's see how it looks. No. What I might do is I'm going to cut it with paper and I'm going to stick it back over. It's too thick. 3 layers is not, like I said, you just need the 1 layer and it's fine. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to show you how we fix it because I want this to work. So get rid of that. It's just way too thick. You just wouldn't have that like that, and none of the others are like that. But it's typical when I do a demo, I mess it up. So I'm going to get another piece of that paper. Let's see, where did I put the pack? Oh, it's here. So it was that one. Luckily, it's not very busy, so it'd be easy for me to cut that out. Yeah, it does look nice with the gold, but now you can see the dried glue, and if I use rubbing alcohol on that, it will just mess it up. So there's literally not even a little bit of green there, I don't think. Let me just double check. What did I just throw that? No, I don't think you will see it, so I reckon I can get away with it. It looks like it's about there. Yeah, it's going to be a waste of this, but I'd rather fix it. They just said to me, someone's just said my understanding on that is they have no control over it. PayPal offer it to the customer. So I don't know what's going on with it, guys. I always understood it. I thought it was offered because it's a form of credit. So I don't know. Like I said, sorry, I can't. Hopefully, you know, some of you see it come up again. I wonder if I just try it. Let's just see. I'm just going to do. Let me go and buy the bundle so it's something of value. Just curious my end. Right, bundle, add to cart, check out, total, where do I go? Gosh, yeah, so I've got PayPal. Oh God, I don't want to actually buy it. Sometimes the PayPal's instant. Oh no, it's logging me in. Please don't put it through. I'm going to have to cancel it otherwise. Yeah, so I just log into PayPal and then select 3. So it's there. It is there, guys. Yeah, you've got to log into your PayPal. Let me just log in. I'm too scared. I'm just panicking that it's going to go through. Buying my own bundle. Nice Samantha, right. And then let me just see. I don't want to add that one. Don't need to change. Agree and continue. This is opening it up. Right. method. Oh no, so it's not got the 3. No. No, it's not on there, so no, it doesn't. It's just allowed me to pay through PayPal, which is obviously safer. I don't know then. Like I said, I've never used it before. But if you're saying that you've used it before, then I'm not sure why it's not allowing you now. Right, let me just cancel that because I don't want to check out. I'll speak to, see if I can shed a bit more light on it at some point. Yeah, apologies. Like I said, I don't know. I always thought it was. It was, you know, we got the option. So, I don't know. I need more caffeine. Right, so now I've just got the one sheet. But even with one little bit of card under it, it's fine as well. I just want to make sure. I want to get this. It's easier if I do it that way. Good. I'm glad I don't go on TV, honestly. Come on. Right, there. We're in. Yeah, it already feels better. Just try and push that down without the rest. There we go. You see the difference it will make. So don't have the bulk. But if you do like me, you can easily fix it. There we go, finally. But like I said, my tutorials tomorrow are all the correct way. Could you put a circle of same colour card stuck onto the gold circle, and this would be your back? Yeah, but mine's stuck down with foam already, so I couldn't have taken that all off. It just would have made a mess. But if you've not stuck it down, then you wouldn't do that anyway. So, but yeah, you can have any colour behind. You don't have to complete the scene at all. You can have anything there. Right, let's, how are we? I was still fine with time actually. Right, let's stick all of this down. So I wanted to have the sunshine up the top. Yeah, we got there in the end, Laura. I always do. I always find a way of fixing it. It's just when I'm demoing something new, it should be flawless. But hey ho, here we are. Right, let's add. I was going to cut a couple of the little fences as well, actually. Let's grab this one and we'll just cut a couple of them because they will look nice along the bottom. So I'm going to take it out without everything else. Take that one and let's do a little white picket fence. Now, sentiment wise, you could stamp something onto that. I think I might stamp my sentiment up there actually, in that top corner. Let's just cut these two out first. I'm just going to reply back to that message as well. If I can just see if we can try and oh, okay, right. I finished your Christmas card 2 weeks ago. Really, Rach? You are too good. And organised too. Although I've probably got your card, to be fair, because it'd be in that pile of all of those lovely Christmas cards I've made. So when I go to write them all out, I'm sure it'd be there. Did you make a duplicate this time? Duplicate. Duplicate of what? what have I missed or what have I forgot? But Sam, we all do mess up and we love to see it result. I know, that's why I always, yeah, I don't mind. I think also, I don't know why I'm giving myself a hard time with it, because you're right. There's been so many times that I've seen things or watched things and you love it and you get so into it and you buy it, and then when you get it, it's maybe not quite the same because they maybe missed a little thing out or they didn't quite show that, you know, and I wished I'd seen it, kind of thing. So I just want to show you that it does all work as it should. And yeah, you just do as I say, not as I do. Isn't that the one in this case? I'm just cutting some thin strips just to pop a little bit of dimension behind the little picket fence here. Cut them in half again, actually. Again, you don't have to, but if you know me, you know I like things a little bit raised up. Oh, for Rachel, yes, she did. Yeah, bless her. She made that Santa's workshop. It wasn't like it was a simple card either. It was like, oh, and it showed up in the end as well. It got lost in it in the post. Took her weeks to do. There we go. Just a little bit. Just you get that little drop shadow. It just makes all the difference, I think. There. Snack time. Yeah, I had a Tunix tea cake literally about 5 minutes before I went live, because I thought, I know I'm going to get peckish during the live, so I thought, oh, I'll just have it a bit earlier. Just have that little sugar kick. I think I'm going to nip down. I tend to always go down to the bakery after a launch, and I get myself a donut, a pink finger, and a cheese and onion pasty, because they're delicious. So I'll probably do that, and then I'll do more work. Okay, happy with that. And then I can add a few like the little toadstools. We've got to have the bee as well. Right, let's choose the sentiment. Yeah, I don't think I've got too many more to do now that I've just launched the cheese cards, all of those as well. I think I am gonna get them, yeah, wrote up. Might as well. Right, what shall we have? You make my heart flutter. You are blossoming. Congratulations, you belong together. Spread your wings and fly. Happy birthday from the whole hive. Let's do you make my heart flutter. And that one will sit quite nicely there, but you could stamp it onto this. Even if you drop that down as well, it would fit in there. I think if we have that one there, and then I could have the little bee just below, and then I could have a couple of the little flowers, a couple of the toadstools. Have you, Jeanette? Have you really? I love it. What's funny is when I do make cards near, like usually during the Christmas month, lots of you go, that's my card, my Christmas card. I have 175 Christmas cards to make before November. Wow. Why before November the 15th? Don't mind me asking. Is it because you've got a craft fair or something? I don't know if I'm going to have room for this one, because if you need to make sure it wouldn't catch, I could have that just hanging off there. Let's stick these down. Let's stamp that just in the corner quickly. And then I'm going to add a few of my little bird stamps just randomly on there, just to fill a bit of that space. A little bit there, that's better. Again, if you definitely know what you're going to stamp and stuff, you can do all that before. This will be fine. What about all them cards for the veteran 9000? Oh, I don't know. What the Captain, what was his name? Captain Tom? Is that what you're on about? They're all for friends and family, expensive to yeah, I bet. I bet. Sadly, postage is, yeah, not cheap anymore. Not when you've got to send that many either. I'm not, don't know what I'm going to do about overseas this year. Don't think I'll be sending as many, which is a shame, but that's where you feel it. Even for just a flat card now, it's like £6, you know, to post to America, just for like standard, which is just mad. What am I missing? A perfect countryside scene, Sam. How lovely does that look? And there's action too. Yeah, cute. So I'm just randomly adding a few more little extras. Like I said, I've just got my little kind of filler ones here. I probably won't need all of those bits. I reckon I could get away with that just up there. Because if you do have anything nearby, just like I've curved the edges there, so he will easily just go past him, and like the tail and stuff. So just, yeah, you can easily work around it. Let's pop that one there. I posted on Muckers. Oh, I don't see it all, so my mum must have approved them. And my sister, there's a World War II veteran celebrating his 100th birthday on the 23rd of September. He has no more family. They wanted 100 cards to make his day special so fast. They should know, if they're asking card makers, you'll get a lot more than yeah, what you wanted. Oh, how's he even going to open all that? Where will they put them all? That is cute. That is very cute. Okay, and then let's just add. Let me just squash that down. Like I said, you can add other little sentiments on here if you want. That will do. Pop those back in. I won't need the rainbow. I'll use all those on another card. So we got there in the end. Oop. Over there. There we go. So there is our showstopper. Again, you can cover all the sides. I may well cut all of those at some point. And then you've got that extra addition now of the moving element in the middle, which I think looks so fun. Real focal point, and it can be anything. Like I said, you could do this scene, and it could be the you know, lots of the bees or multiple ones. You could have obviously the space thing, because this could be the moon. That would look good. You could have all your aliens moving around. Where's the one I wanted to show? The plane. You know, plane would look really good in the middle there, with all of the countryside in the background as well. Just anything you want. But I wanted to just show you how any platform that you have, you can add one of these, even if it's a small section. I've got tiny little ones as well, just to have a little spinny. You could just literally just spin around, and that's it. So yeah, there is one option. So next we're going to do our Out in Space alien one. And I will share all of the samples again at the end for anybody that's joined and has missed those ones. Actually, just displaying it, it stays in that position. So if you put it in the envelope there, that's how it will there take it out. And then if it did just stop, yeah, see, it displays just nicely there as well. So yeah, very pleased with that. Right, I don't know what I'm doing with this one. This is the one I thought, let's just wing it. So let's grab the space one. What should we do? I'm at your disposal. I like to keep it around 2 hours, but if we go over a little bit, it's not at the end of the world. But these are the elements. So my rough idea in my head was to do, like, I might cut a semicircle so it's like Earth, and it's the rainbow of aliens have been left on planet Earth. And then the rocket, oh no, the spaceship kind of goes without them. So the rocket could be on a like a little wobbler, and then the spaceship's in the background taking off. I can just hear them all going, ooh. But they could be like on planet Earth like that. Do we like it? That was a rough plan in my head, but like I said, I hadn't really, I've not cut anything ready for it, but I just thought that was quite fun. And then we could have, or if they're on Earth, you probably wouldn't have that one floating around, but if they're just kind of stagnant, or like they could be on wobblers, but that will be where the thing is. Circle, accordion, showstopper, circle, accordion, circle, oh yeah, no, it's too much to put together now. I've done one showstopper. I wanted to make sure I showed one. Space Invaders. Aren't they cute though? Oh, I've got the little, like, whatever that is. What do they call that? Like a fire? Something. For mash, get smash. For mash, get smash. What's that? Thank you, cute. Yeah, go for it. So, okay, let me cut a bit of green card. That'd be enough. That would work. I could ink that up a little bit actually. I can hear them too. Got lovely aliens. Meteorite. Ah, okay. Meteorite. 10-fold 8x8. Yeah, I'll pop this on a 8x8 actually. An old smashed potato. Oh, okay. I wondered then. I was like, I don't know what that is. Right. Okay. Let's use. Could use the circle die in the set actually. The largest one. That should give me a good enough. Yeah, that'll be fine. So if I just cut that bit. Oh, sorry, that was my chair, not me. Oh, hold on. So if we have that about there, it's quite nice just doing a card like off the cuff, not really planned. I can have my sentiment stamped in there. Actually, it's probably a bit too high. Let's come down a bit more. Yeah, that's just right, I think. And then if we do, let's see, wishing you a birthday that's out of this world. What on earth? I can't repeat that, Dee, because it might get flagged. The rockets beep burp. What on earth? Oh, it's there, isn't it? I mean, you could if you want it. That's so funny. Honestly, you guys. Right, let's add a little bit of inky, inkiness to the edges, just because I like it a little bit darker. Just thinking I could stamp this as well with something. If I stamp my sentiment on it first, sorry, and then I could emboss it. I'm trying to think what would give it a good texture. What about the bubbles embossing folder? That would look quite good. There's always one, isn't there, Taz? Usually it's you. I'm really joking. wonder if the bubbles one will obscure the sentiment though when you read it a bit much. I don't know. Let's try. Let's have a little look. You've already thrown me out once. Okay. What do we think? Do we think we need to add the bubbles? They do look so cute. Okay, and then let's take this one. I kind of feel this is quite similar to the one I've already done as the sample, but hey ho, at least you get to see it going together. So I was going to just have the straight one going up there with the rocket, and then they were going to be a wobblers, but that one could easily go on. Oh, the dogs could go on that one. They could be stagnant. No, it looks okay like that. Okay, and then that one. So if the rocket's coming back again, that might look good actually. We'll do it a slightly different shape. So again, I just add a little bit of a curve, just slightly just lifting it all away from the paper. Have a spaceship on a wiggly one. On a wiggly one. Should we do this one? Yeah, because I think I've done the straight one already. What about that one then? Should we do that one? Yeah, that's probably better actually, isn't it? And then the rocket is kind of going back. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Right, let me grab my card blank. Is that the, yeah, I think that's the one. So I'm going to just cut this down just so I've got a matte layer ever so slightly. So this is now going to be 7 3/4, and then I've got a little border on the 8x8 card blank. But you want to stick this onto another bit of card, remember, because you need that strong base piece. So I've got this piece here. I'm just going to add my glue. Don't know what to have for dinner tonight. Give me some recommendations or suggestions, because I'll probably nip out and get my little food shop as well after this on my lunch. What I fancy. Got Indian tomorrow night, so I'm just going to stick that on the top. So if you've already got a strong card, then that's fine. You don't need to, you know, you might be using a pattern card or something. Hello everybody, I've seen quite a few people joining again. Thank you for joining. They've said again, it will only display if PayPal chooses to display it to the customer. We don't have any control to show or apply it. And that's regarding that PayPal 3. So it's just weird how, is that, like I said, I don't know, did anybody say that they've been able to use PayPal 3? If they did select it. I don't know if anyone has had success with it. I don't want to obviously bring it all up again, but it was something we were talking about. I'm just curious now. And if anybody's watching this later, drop me a comment, you know, leave a comment below to say, yes, I used it, just so I can feed it back. This is what I mean, Avril. But I'd like to think I've got decent credit. So I'm wondering why I've not been given it. So there we go, we've got a little white border on the 8x8 there. So I'm just gonna stick the aliens on here, so then I can just plan out where I want them to cut again. Right, so we want, what was it, red, yellow. I didn't do green because the alien was green, so that's why I missed in terms of the rainbow. So we jumped straight to orange, sorry. Then it would have been green, blue, and then that purple, pink. So let's do the middle one first. So their hands are just touching. Jump straight. Looks good. And then I'll do the two outer ones. There. That one looks about right. I'll probably add a little bit of foam onto the back of them. That looks good. To be fair, that's a cute little card on its own, and then you could have this on a rocker, and you could create what Gemma did. Where did I put her on? This one. So you could, you know, they're looking similar, and then you could have on acetate, like the rocket and everything. That would look good. Oh yeah, fish and chips, good shout. Actually, yeah, I think that was a quick one. Yeah, I think I will. We've got a great fish and chip shop, got a couple actually, well 3 that are really good. Yep, thank you, fish and chips it is. I can't be bothered to cook tonight, and I'm out for dinner tomorrow night, so yeah, a nice easy weekend. I like that. Oh, I don't want to stick it down just yet. Just remembered I need to just roughly, yeah, the little Teletubbies. So yeah, I don't actually want to stick this down just yet, because actually I think I'll have it that way because they're going off. Just want to roughly just place. It's going to be fine there. You don't want to go right to the edge, you just want a little bit of space. And then that one, yeah, that'd be fine. So I'm going to run that through my larger machine. Okay, and I'll show you the proper way to do this. So these all come out, and then to get them stuck down first, the way that I should have shown you, if you just sit this over the top with the border, whatever it is that you want to have, glue's still drying a little bit there, and then you just add little glue, just a small little track of it in the middle, like so, and then you take these. Oh, roast pork, honey glazed carrots, roasted potatoes. Nice. See, I'd have that on a Sunday. Although I've had roast like midweek, but that's, yeah, nice. And then sit that one. So now they are where we want them to be. And that's how I should have done it on the first one. Okay, they're in place. And then we can go back and now put this together just like we did with the other one. So I'm going to stick that down so it's done. Cute. And then I need to cut the little discs. So again, I'm going to do 2 with the foam, 1 for the rocket, 1 for that one. But my PayPal is a business account, so that might be why it was available to me. Don't know. You're also in the States, aren't you? Not that it makes a difference, but I think I'm just curious if everyone's saying that they can't if they're in the UK. After 100 years of cooking dinners every night, it has become such a chore. I've felt like that. I felt like that before. Especially if you've had people that demand it, you know, when they get home from work and you've worked all day as well. Yeah, it's it certainly takes the fun out of it. I'm going to do 4 of these. You can obviously put the other one through as well if you want, but just quickly do this. I'm off to the cinema this afternoon to see The Long Walk. It's a Stephen King film, so I don't know. Ooh, do you know what? I was because Lynette loves the cinema. Me, Mum, and my sister. Although I need to check if it's still on, because obviously what's happened, I don't know if it's still running. But I want to watch Jaws in 4D. So you get like the moving seats and the water spraying on you and everything. I need to go and check that, and then this would make some of you laugh. Believe it or not, I've never watched Downton Abbey. I've seen like the odd episodes, but it's not something I've ever committed to. And with everything that's been going on and my head just not really being where it, you know, it's all over the place, I started watching it and I'm on season 4. I've binge watched Downton Abbey most evenings for the last few weeks. And my mum's now just started watching it because, again, she's the same as me. She never really got into it. And we're both going to go and watch the movie. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that because I'm loving it. And I knew I would because it's right up my street and it's just everything I love. Love looking. I like the downstairs more than the upstairs because that's more my style. And I love the little cottage, Mr. Bates. I love their little cottage and everything. And like the village. So I'm absolutely loving it. But yeah. Chicken satay. I love chicken satay. Had that a lot when I was in Malaysia. So again, popping that one behind and then the other disc on top. Oh, I didn't do my wax. Again, you don't have to, but you just might find that you'll just get little, you know, you might need to weight it down a bit more, but the wax just really does allow everything to just glide through. Love Downton and I'm really enjoying it. So this is just a little tea light wax for anybody, again, who's just joined. But I do explain all this in my big 8-card tutorial that's going out tomorrow. You'll see it being used. But any sliding mechanism that you have, this wax tip really makes a big difference. You've never seen Downton either. I think I was living abroad when, or was it when it started? No, when it started I wasn't into it. I was at the beach a lot with the boyfriend at the time, surfing, and I wasn't watching any of that kind of stuff. And then I was moved abroad for a big chunk of time. Sorry, I thought they messaged again then. Hey Louisa, hope you're good. Going to see Downton next week. Yeah, I won't go to the cinema to watch that. I don't think so. I think I'll still be watching the rest. But yeah, there's been a few shocks when I've watched it. I've not expected what's happened to happen. I've been like, oh my god, really sad. I'm on the part where there's that awful thing has happened to Mrs. Bates, and she's just let Mr. Bates know. Really sad. So just literally watched that one last night. It was nice. And just pop that one underneath, and then your other disc. Yeah, someone else said that you've got to watch the other movies. I will do, Heather. Yeah, so we might not make the cinema for this one because by the time we've done all that, it's probably not going to be in the cinema anymore. This is just the foam ones, but this is optional. I just like to lift the image up a bit more. Yeah, so, but yeah, I do want to go and watch Jaws. And then you're going to stick that over the top. And then stick that on. And then just give them a test. So we've got our rocket, doesn't know where it's going, whether it's leaving Earth or coming back. And then we've got our, depending on which one you concentrate on, because obviously that one you've got to move it. I think this would be good for a toddler for like motor skills. I know my dad made Charlie that switchboard, so it had like a light switch on and off, had buckles that he had to undo. There was like things where he had to like move the board to like get the ball bearing through. So you could do it as a bit of a learning kind of thing as well, but that I think looks really cool. So now you want to add your foam to the back. You do want to use foam on the back because it allows these to move. If you just stick it right down, then they're going to be, you'll probably find you have to pull them through rather than them just spin and glide. So there will need to be a bit of dimension. Again, don't go too close to any of the actual mechanisms. You just don't want the card to dip, that's all. And then a little bit up in the corner there. That's going to be fine. Right. I think that'll be alright. My friend had tickets to the premiere in New York City at Lincoln Centre. They have my picture with, oh really? And Hugh Bonneville, such fun. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I've been watching like clips of the premiere and stuff and like what they've been wearing and everything. I've started following a few of the characters or like the actors on social media as well. But I do love period dramas and I think we do them so well. Okay, so now when you stick it down, you just want to focus on lining it up with that because your border will be right. So that's good to me. Make sure there's nothing dipping there. Again, because I've curved the edges there, even though it sits on the alien, it's not gonna, you know, do much more. There's that one. There's that one. There we go. Doing it again. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Just make sure it doesn't clip underneath. Oh, maybe that was clipped. Hang on a minute, there's something there. As smooth as the bit was before. Let me bring in the other one. Maybe I've used a thicker card. Oh, the rocket's fine. Checking there wasn't any foam there, was there? Just doesn't go as free. Maybe I didn't stick that down enough. It does need a bit more foam there. Maybe it's there. Might just pop a little bit of foam just under that corner. Let's use this one and just cut a little thin bit. There we go, use that bit. I think it is just, it's not holding itself up. It's better. I don't know why it's not going. I'm wondering whether I've got foam on the disc because I stuck the foam over the top. That one's fine. I'm just trying to show you little things that might happen. I don't know if that foam is just ever so slightly. So it moves, but I just want it to move down. It's over that bit there. Oh, I think I have just caught it, yeah. Oh, that foam was a bit close. There's a bit underneath there. Oh, there we go, it's a bit better. I think there is something just sticky that's caught on it. I'm going to have to just check that one because it does all move fine on the top part. yeah, I think it's okay. I think I just need to play around. I might need to just take it off and just wipe it with my anti-static powder or something. But yeah, just check those little things. Like I said, you've got, you know, you want to make sure. I should have tested them all before I stuck it down again, but you just want it to move like so. You spin me around. That song was in my head when I did the little reel on Instagram, and yeah, it was quite funny. I'm trying to find, there it is, the little fireball. So I'm going to stick that one just flat down because I don't want any dimension. Put that one there, and then that one maybe going up off there. There we go. I do like it. And then you can add obviously your glaze. It would be quite nice to add a little bit of glaze on the window of the rocket and on the eyes of each of the aliens there. Definitely want to do, you could do a Christmas alien card. I don't think I've ever done. I think we should do one. Oh shoot, I'm not going to be able to move it now. Just put that on there. Anyway, you saw it, you get the idea. It's Doctor and the Medic. Oh, listening, glow in the dark. Yes, glow in the dark. I need to get that out actually with Halloween now coming. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, there you go. So that is how you put multiples on a card. So let me bring back in all of the samples just so you can see, because that one's now a bit wet. I don't want to put that one up there, let that dry. I take photos of those as well. So you just saw that one. That was having 3 elements on there, which is super fun. This is the one that I just did for the first demo. So we did a showstopper, and then you've got that lovely dragonfly in the middle, which does its own thing. And you've got your 2 bees. I love the bottom one. It really does spin. When you look at, focus on the top one, but the bottom one then just does its own thing. Alexa just, oh, I'm missing all the things. Oh my god, the package. Yeah, they probably literally, they'll be doing it right now. Whenever there's launches, they are ready to go. There'll be a few of them putting the orders through, and then they go into a big like crate thing, and then every come and get it, because it's before 2 as well, isn't it? So you should get same day dispatch if it's before 2. I think that's kind of standard. Savage cards and demo. Mine is on its way. Ah, thank you, Simone. Hope you enjoy it. Love the bees. Yeah, there's just the standard, you know, nice fun fold that I've made with a little wobbler anglerfish there. This tutorial's live now, so after this, if you've got nothing to do or while you're eating your lunch, go and watch that one, give it a like, all that good stuff. And then I did these 3 jellyfish, just keep swimming. And then we've got these 2. So you've got your shuttlecock and the tennis ball there. And then I did this one with the big whale, having a whale of a time. And that's a rocker. So the card rocks, and then also he's doing a dance. And then Gemma did this one here with the turtle, just with the little single kind of wave. I love that one. I like the way she's inked the background on that one as well. And then she did this one, which doesn't have any movement on it, but it just shows again ways to use some of the stamps and dies. And then this large one, which I did, which I love. Again, the dragonfly twirling around. Oh, thank you, Fiona. Absolutely love this. And I've done a little Instagram reel as well with them all moving, which I'll put up later. There's another one that Gemma's done there with the rocket with the zigzag. And the aliens, love you to the moon and back. It's a little rocker. And one gem is done here, another rocker with the football and the ball. And this one, the butterfly in the middle. And I don't know if she's gone too heavy with the cardstock. Sometimes it goes. You can see that one, spread your wings and fly. And then I did another football one. Have a ball on your birthday. And then a shaker with the whale, which I think is super cute. So again, just another nice card that's using the mats and layers that come in the set. You can create nice little note cards, that's kind of size. There you have it. I'm actually a bit earlier. I thought that last card might have taken me longer. Wow, I missed them before. They are all gorgeous. Well done, Sam and Gemma. Thank you, Lynette. Fab collection, Sam. This is going to be fun to play with. So yeah, just to kind of recap, I've messed it all up because I've been using it. Let me just pop these back in. So these pieces will go anywhere on a card. You might have a nice sentiment and you just want something to move just above it. You could add that just above a sentiment. Anything, like I said, they're going to get used so much. I'm thinking like the cheese board. You could have one of the cheeses moving if you want. But you know what I mean? These, you could easily put these onto the cheese board, on the stand and display. I showed you on a Showstopper. Any card, literally. I can't see where you couldn't use this. And then I've got, where's the other big one? So I used that one. And you've got those two. They're your little discs. And you can still use an actual penny. So if you do want more of that weight and kind of guaranteed spin and stuff, use real pennies. Rolling cheese. Yes, actually, Sharon. Yeah, so there is. No, I never thought I'd need rolling cheese, but yeah. The cheese with the maggots. What's the cheese with the maggots? Sneaky peek. No. I've only just launched this. No, we'll start the sneak peeks next week. And plus I can't really get to it. I've got so much behind me because I've had to bring all my wardrobe and clothes in here because I'm repointing the fireplace in my bedroom. So all of my, and I don't have wardrobes at the moment because I'm not buying them until I've finished the bedroom. So my wardrobe is actually right by my filing cabinet, so I can't, genuinely can't get to it. Mice on the cheese board. Yeah, that's another good. Actually, yeah, I like that. I can see how it's going to work. I'm liking this. Santa's sleigh would be good moving. Yeah, that would be nice. And the reindeer. I've got so many other, like with the sports themes and stuff. Obviously, that's all going to be good for it. What other fun ones have we done? Anything with like balloons. Be nice to have lots of balloons on something like that style. If you imagine it's all balloons, so when you kind of move it up and down, all the balloons move. That would be nice. There's just loads, so it's definitely going to, I think, like I said, I think I'm going to use those like I would use the action wobblers because they're so easy to add on. So even with future launches, other kinetic cards, like I said, the triple tier slider would be really nice now to have the straight one. Or you could have one of these, but I think particularly the straight ones, so that when you pull the 3 tiers, whatever you connect to this part would automatically pull as well, because you've got the discs and everything that you need for it. So yeah, I think we should revisit the triple tier slider actually. I might do that on a mix and match with this, and we'll actually recreate that. I think it'd be quite nice to do. I've got a bag of washers that I use on mine, and a bag of 100, cost a couple of euros in Mr. Price. That's a good idea, washers, yeah. Anything like that with the weight. Champagne cork pop in, definitely. Oh yeah, Marina, thank you. Yeah, like the video. If you click the cross, so you come out of the chat, and then you'll be able to like the video. And yeah, drop me the little hearts there as well. Just all that interaction. It's free, but it does help just push the videos out a bit more as well to other like-minded people. Nail art spinners work to nail arts. I don't know what they are. Nail art spinners. Oh, don't know. No idea what those are. So yeah, so thank you so much everyone. Let me just flip the camera back back around. Oh, sorry if that was a bit loud. And there we go. Hi. Oh, don't know what that glare is. I don't know what this is. I don't know where it's coming from. Sorry. I'm just going to stay sat down. But thank you. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it all. I will still keep inquiring about the PayPal 3 because I'm curious as well, though, because some of you are saying that it's a PayPal thing. Some are saying that it's decided by our credit. I don't know. Oh, thank you, everybody. Yeah, I don't know what's the weather doing. Don't know what our weekend's meant to be like. But I've got grass now as well. If you've been watching me on my renovation Instagram, I've now got a lawn. So yeah, it's quite nice. So I need to do the rest of the seed on the path. That's the next bit I've got to do. Thank you, Tez. Just had a downpour. Yeah, it's been non-stop. PayPal 4 for Australia. Oh, you got 4. Thank you, Carmen. Yeah, it's now looking like a garden. I'm looking forward to working on it through the winter still, just little jobs and stuff. And I'm going to start doing some planters for the courtyard because that's going to be like my kitchen garden. So I'm going to have a couple of raised planters there so I can, yeah, watch my food grow. We'll see how successful I am with that because I'm not too sure. But hopefully I'll be able to get out there a few more weekends before it starts to get really cold and change. But yeah, so thank you as always. I will post all the pictures up. I think I need to do the album for last collection, but that was right on top of everything. So I have got a few bits like that I just need to catch up on. So I will get those uploaded as well. I'll get these pictures up and yeah, look out for the 8 card tutorial tomorrow. And like I said, go and check out this tutorial next if you've not watched it. Give the video a like. It'll help obviously push all that out as well. And yeah, hopefully back to normal next week. So I'm planning to be back Wednesday, my normal time. And yeah, we'll do something nice. We grow almost all out. Yeah, so I'd love to be a bit more self-sufficient like that. So we'll see though. I've got a lot of squirrels, mice as well. I've seen mice. I've had rats at the end of the garden because of the fields and stuff. So I'm not too sure how successful it will be, but we'll certainly give it a go. So thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you being here. And yeah, I'll see you all hopefully next week. Take care. Bye.